first love, light and milk.
Oh my God. Oh, I gotta play with this. Hey. Exit solo layout. I don't know what that means. Um, I was playing with this and it's on a circle and I don't want it on a circle. I don't want it on a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. AG, can you please come and close this door? Thank you so much. So precious. How do I do this? Oh. Thank you, boo boo. There we go. Oh my, Tiff, how's it going? Tiff says, "Hey, beautiful. Hey, girl." Um, yeah, I've done some things, guys. I've done some things, folks, and I have some new things happening because things are good. Things are fab. How are you? How is everyone? You doing great? You see, I tried to do some rainbow makeup. I did a cut crease. Because let me tell you, hey, baby mama, the aliens are here. They're sending probes down to Earth. You got to let me know a little bit more about that. I will tell you, wait a minute, I'm trying to get my notes up. That's one of my notes. I was just on, and Tiff, LaShante, you may know too. Found out what the, oh, good, Tiff, yay. I was listening to a podcast today with Trisha Carr, and it was great. And it was about her and Stephanie's new workshop, or I don't know if it's new, but the workshop they have going on this Sunday. If you're interested, Trisha Carr, it's www.trishacarrcharm.com. And she is amazing. Hey, Jules. But, sorry if you heard that. She did mention, it's okay, I'm going to paraphrase because Trisha is so eloquent in her words. I'm not so eloquent, and when I want to be. But she said, basically, start leveling up because our intergalactic, interspace beings. Who's my baby saying bye to? Basically, I mean, they're already here, right? So we know they're here, but the reveal is coming. Okay. So that's what it is. But speaking of Trisha Carr, one thing she said today, and it resonated, everything she said resonated with me, but one thing specifically was spiritual people or spirituality. And one aspect or component is accepting people where they are. And I just thought that was so beautiful to, and there's so many ways of acceptance, right? You don't necessarily have to jive with what someone's doing or who they are, how they are, right? And even to really kind of accept them where they are maybe means to take a step back and observe, right? Sometimes we have this thought. I didn't mean to go into this already, but Sometimes we have a thought and it's just a straight thought. For instance, if you're explaining to someone how to put a record on a record player and wait, does she have no, I need that back upstairs. That cannot get messed up. I need my bus stop upstairs. So you all know I have a record player and some records, and giving someone directions on how to put a record on a record player that has never even seen a record player, never experienced vinyl, nothing. And you're trying to explain to them, pick up the record. What is a record? I know. We'll pick up the record. I don't know what a record. Pick up the record, right? We know what a record is, but someone like my 12-year-old, well, she knows what a record is too, but someone who has never seen a record may be like, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. You have to say that square box, that square thing, envelope right there with the face on it, pick that up. Now you want to insert your hand and pull out or turn it upside down. Make sure you grab, there's so much. So that's accepting somebody as they are. Thank you so much, baby. You can have it all day when I'm done with it, okay? Yeah. I appreciate it. You're welcome. So precious. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Bye. So I have a lavender record player that's still in the box. I'm so afraid your babies will damage. Yes. Yes. I can't wait to get what is a walletizer? Look at that picture, Tim. Can you explain what a walletizer is? So anyways, go check out Trisha Carr. Awesome. Stephanie Wyman. They have some really awesome things going on. I just signed up for the class today. Next up, I want Thank you for that reminder. Hang on, let me. Jonathan Johnson is here. Everybody, Jonathan Johnson, and that's how you got to say it, Jonathan Johnson. Jonathan says, jump it on here real quick to say, hey. I'm going to put that in there. I listened to your meditation this morning. Fire, honey. Bye. Thank you so much. So listen, I dropped a meditation, and I want to thank everyone who has clicked on it, who has shared it. I think this is the most thing this is the video that I've had most shared ever. And I have more meditations to come. So very excited. Thank you so very much. If you don't know, I dropped a meditation. It is the light meditation. It is amazing. My recommendation, because I was taught this from Reverend Michael Audrey, to do it 21 days, right? We do it 3 times. Say the I'm light, I am light. 3 times, one video. It's under 10 minutes. And maybe 3 of those minutes are actually instructions. So it's really short, but do it for 21 days in a row. And I want you to come and tell me what magic happens in your life, because magic will happen. This is really calling on that light, calling on that Saint Germain energy, the violet light. So Jonathan Johnson, thank you so very much. Yeah. Oh, a chupa. Yes. I love it. Baby mama said she's going to listen tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Be comfortable. If you fall asleep listening to this meditation, perfect. Okay, I explain that in a meditation too. Some people, I fall asleep when I'm lay down and listen to it before you go to sleep, because subconsciously it's getting in there. You know what I mean? So it is okay if you fall asleep. It's okay if you go into a deep trance. I know that my voice is very calming, and so it's okay. I'll have to start that. Yeah, it's a really great, powerful meditation, and I absolutely will have more for you. So thank you so much for that. That was on my list. Y'all just reading my list down. Dag. Um, so let me show you. Mike, what's going on? So why the other day I had to use MOB? And I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, listen, MOB for real. And I thought about you. Oh, Julia says it's a beautiful, powerful meditation, and that it is. Those who have done it know they've seen the power, they've seen what happens in 21 days of saying it 3 times, and all you do is just play, save it, make sure you share it. It is amazing. Again, if you fall asleep, it is okay. Do not use though while you're driving, or like if anybody works with heavy machinery still, don't listen to it, because it can put you in another place. But definitely sitting down, listen to it with your children. It is just great for them to call on the light. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mike. So this right here, does anybody know what this is? What does this look like? If anyone's ever been to New York City, or any city for that, this is what a bus stop looks like. This is actually literally what it looks like in New York. The little handicap, the little handicap, wait a minute, the little handicap person and everything. Yes, New York. So here we have Greenwich Village. I said Greenwich. Oh, it is Greenwich. Oh my God. Yes, it is. Thank you so much, LaShante. It is on my YouTube channel. And if anyone doesn't know my YouTube channel, it is Love, Light, and Milk. Love, Light, and Milk on YouTube. You can listen to it. I actually put it in my Facebook page as well. The long form, like, so you can listen to it like this and watch it because there's some visualizations, or like this, both. But yes, it is on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Love, Light, and Milk. So this right here is a bus station. Now, can anyone guess what I'm doing with this bus station? It is for Halloween. I'm going to give you another clue. I made this, by the way. Obviously, you can see the tape. I don't care. You know what this is, right? This is the bus number, and this is where it's heading. So we got the M10, which the M stands for Manhattan, and bus 10, and then it's going to the village, right? M is Manhattan, the 5 is the bus number, and it's going uptown to Harlem. Okay. So if you see like a B, that means Brooklyn. Brooklyn. If you see a BX, that means the Bronx. If you see a I don't know, there are the rest of them, but that's how you know where you're, and this will tell you where you're going. Isn't that neat? Okay, so this is one clue. The next clue, let me get this. A new edition Bobby Brown button. That's the button. A new edition Bobby Brown button that's gonna go on my sleeve. That was hint 2. Hold on, I got another Bobby Brown button. Bam. Does Julia, I know you know what I'm gonna be. Does anybody else have a clue what I'm going to be for Halloween? Let me give another clue. This is the last clue. Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. If you can't figure it out, then you just don't know. Okay. So I'll wait for the guesses. We're gonna go on. Yes, around the way, girl. I am. I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's listen. I got a Fendi bag too, but it's fake. I mean, it's super fake. Like I took a pair of bootleg Fendi pants that were stretchy, and I put it around an old purse that I had, and it made a Fendi bag. Y'all ain't ready. You ain't ready. But that's what it is. So quick. So I think I'm gonna start. Jules, I'm so sorry. It doesn't come up here. But I'm a little celebrity talk. I read that Leo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor were spotted in a New York nightclub dancing. They were together all night. Right? She was real protective of him, making sure nobody was messing with him. But my question is, Leo is always seen with some fly chicks like Rihanna and these dancing girls. So I wonder, and somebody help me out. Do you think Leo DiCaprio can dance? That is a question that I have. And if anyone's has ever been around him or maybe seen him in the club or anything like that, let me know. Because for some reason, I think he can cut a rug. I love me some Leo. Oh, you don't think so? I don't know. He's always seen with these chicks that could dance like Tiana Taylor can. Listen, okay? That's almost like being seen with Sierra. Sierra can put it down too. And Leo, I don't know. I'm going to have to phone a friend on that one. Okay. You don't think so? You don't think Leo can cut a rug? He just likes girls who can dance and to be seen with them? Tag. He might be on that. Ooh, I knew it. Huh, huh. I, I can't. First of all, I can't afford. Okay, so let's talk about. So you know how you get fished and smished and vished, right? Smished is email. Fished, I don't know. I can't remember them. There's one through text, one through email, and then one through a call. Well, I've been getting smished late or fished through my email lately, and it's text. I mean, email messages. Um, oh, here's your invoice. We charged $567 for your such and such account. So all I do is laugh. I don't have $567 in my daggone account for you to charge. Make me sick. Get just smash, bloop, done. Yeah, it's spam. But it's hilarious how they do that. Like, yeah, we just charged a card $1,672. You got the right one today. You got that. Now, if you told me you charge $1.99, okay, I believe it. If you charge anything over $2.87, it wasn't my card. Oh Lord. Okay. I'm done. I haven't enough. Okay. I'm back. Look, it wasn't my card. We charge $3.67. You got me, guys. You got me. That was me. We charged $332.82. I can guarantee that wasn't me. And whatever I got for that, thank you to whoever they got. No, it's awful. Okay, I want to talk about Leo. And let me tell you something about Leo DeCap. He's down. He be about that life. And you know how I know too? Besides who he hangs with. Remember when that guy That Chinese guy. No. Back up. Remember when Praz from the Fugees was on trial because I think it was a Chinese guy or Taiwanese, an Asian billionaire was doing something illegal. He got his money illegally. I don't know, but they ended up giving Praz 20 years in the federal prison, but he ain't go to jail yet. Hold on. Graham says, if TMZ says so, then it's gospel. That's what I'm talking about, Graham. Keep it thugged out. Yes. Keep it hood. That's right. It's gospel. And TMZ says it. You know TMZ is everywhere. You know TMZ is the real big brother. They're everywhere. And they tell the truth. Only the truth. So when he was on trial, you know everybody was on trial too. They had to testify for Praz. Well, guess who was there? Leo DiCaprio. And they were talking about all the parties and who was at the parties. Leo. Okay. I see you, Leo. I see you. Yeah, I see you. I don't know, but we gonna have to. That's why they wanted him to play Martin Luther King. Remember that. All right, Leo. So Julia, FYI, is a spy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Julia is a detective. She is a private investigator. She can find out anything. So, Julia, I need you to see if you can find a video of Leo getting down with the get down. Hey, we don't want to mention that person's name here. We don't want to mention. I had a whole moment last night when I was watching Death Becomes Her. You know, they show us everything in real life. Like, they show us everything. What did you see? You saw him dancing? Oh my gosh. Breaking news. But before we go to breaking news of Leo dancing, I have to show you guys something. I have to show everybody something. Okay. Tell me what you think. Wait. How is it not here? Wait. Oh, it's here. Okay, let me know what you think. This is one of my new intros.
I wish you love, light, and milk.
Let me know. Let me put it in the comments. Put some fire emojis. Give me something. What do you think? Oh my gosh. It's so yeah. That's one of them. I have a few. I tell you, I've been doing stuff. So Death Becomes Her. Trust me, I did love that movie until I realized, like, okay, that's some real stuff they got going on. But thank you. Let me show you another one. I'm gonna show you another one. I gotta find it. Oh, it actually came on. So this app is amazing. Hold on. Oh, this is another one. This is intro 2. Let me know. Let me know. Do that. Let me know. And then let me know what you like better. But I'm going to use them for different things as well. So just let me know. But I know they're fly. Hang on. Commercial break. I know you weren't ready for it. But bam, that's what we do. Yeah, did a little shit. Yeah, that song right there. Yes. We're moving up. Listen, we're moving up. And like I said, I so appreciate the shares, the likes for the meditation or any one of my videos. And the more you share and the more you like, the more we all move up. Things are happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. And also, does anybody watch Pop the Balloon? That gentleman, the producer and his wife, right? BM and Arlette. Years ago, BM has videos out of his wedding and of he's a photographer and a videographer. He has a whole company and it's growing and he keeps going and he's not stopping. And that is such an inspiration to me to keep going and for you too. Whatever you want to do, whatever you plan to do, just go full, just keep going, don't stop, because I promise things will happen. It may take 5 years. It may take 10 years. But I promise it will pay off. I promise, I promise. And I'm telling this myself right now. BMW, BM Pro Media, BM Pro Media. Yes, anybody who's doing a podcast, by the way, Eden Mugar has a podcast on YouTube as well. Eden Mugar. That's all you have to look up. Just keep going, and I promise it'll pan out. Just don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. And trust me, life happens to everyone. You know, some feel that life only happens to them. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some people go through it. And I don't know if it's their ancestors that set them up for that. I don't know if, they're just cursed or they just have bad luck. Whatever the case, don't get me wrong. People get it bad. But not everybody quits. Not everybody who is in the slums. Getting back to this weekend, okay. They make it out or they don't stop. And I have to keep telling myself that too. Don't stop, don't stop. I've been going strong for a couple of years here. I think almost 3 years on the Light Shine Lab. So it works. Okay. Story time with Lex. I need music for that, right? Story time with Lex. I'm about to do it. I was just thinking about about how naive that I was young. And I don't want to say I was naive, but just not hip to the game. At one point in my life, this was in my early 20s, I worked for a company called HARC. So the ARC's Association for Retarded Citizens, and then the first initial is the city that it's in. So there's I worked for HARC, HARC, which is the Hartford Association for Retarded Citizens. And I worked residential. I worked in a house, and this was, I can't remember if I was in college or if it was just a summer job, something along those lines. I wasn't there long, but I was in the house, did residential care for, 5, 6 residents that lived in this gorgeous home in West Hartford, Connecticut, right across the street from St. Joseph's College. I don't know if it's still there. This was, again, probably 20 years ago. Oh my God, it was more than 20 years, over 20 years ago. So there was a guy that worked there, and I was young, 21, maybe 22, the most. You know what? I think I was like 20. I don't even think I was 21 yet. Just young, right? Fresh. And there was this guy there who did his little, try to hit on me or whatever. And I'm going to tell the whole story because I need to get this out. And I have a disgusted look on my face because I was even disgusted back then. But this was one that he would do the overnight shift, and I would leave at, I don't know, 9, 10, at night, 11 o'clock. But I had that middle shift. And he would say hi, whatever. Hey, how you doing? His name was Steve. I think. Yeah, Steve. Well, one night he was like, hey, what about me and you? Let's go to the bathroom. What? First of all, you look a little older for me. Now, he will, okay, now that I'm 44, he probably was like 32. But when I was 20, ew. One, two, I was seeing someone at that time. I don't rock like that. Three, in the bathroom at this residential place. And number four, what am I supposed to do with somebody named Steve? Shout out to all the Steves. Shout out to all the Steves. But come on. I was just so I told a coworker, and her name was Liz. I still remember all of this. And she was an older woman. I'm going to say she was probably in her 50s. And I was like, Liz, ew, Steve tried me. Okay, we didn't say tried me back then, but I'm saying now he tried me and da-da-da. She was like, oh, really? So then she went and told Eileen. Unbeknownst to me, Steve and Eileen were getting it in. Also unbeknownst to me, Steve, I think he had a fiance. Eileen had a fiance. So they were getting it in on the low. So Liz says, really, Lex, that happened? And Eileen was there because she wanted Eileen to hear. Eileen was gorgeous. I don't understand why. Ugh. Anyways. So Eileen comes over. Oh yeah, what happened? And acting all friendly. And I knew something was up. So I went and spilled all the beans because I don't keep secrets. I do keep secrets, I do. But something like that, ew. So guess what Eileen did? So she was really upset. She was upset. So upset that her side piece had hit on somebody else. Eileen, she didn't get me fired because I didn't get fired. I quit. But she ended up telling some fake allegations to get me out. And I hope, now that I'm thinking about it and I'm sharing this, I hope that Eileen, because, karma's real. You all know, and I'm talking about not okay, so when I say karma, meaning that energy that we send out, it comes back. And it comes back kind of quick. So I just hope that everything worked out for everybody, for Liz, for Eileen, and for Steve. I really do, because it was a messy situation. And how dare these old people, and I'm old now, okay? I'm 44, but I would never put some 20-year-old in my business. You understand what I'm saying? So how dare they put a 20-year-old college girl in their messy, nasty business? That is no judgment. So yeah. Oh, Leo. Oh, hold on. You put Leo's YouTube video in the chat, but you ain't put my meditation in the chat. I see how we feel about Leo. No, I'm joking. Everybody, it is in the chat. Joshua, that was for you. Josh! Oh my gosh. Oh, Josh, I have to tell you, you're funny. Josh is hilarious. Joshua is hilarious and would crack up, have everybody cracking up, have me cracking up at work. Yes, Leo. Oh my God, Josh. So you know all the celebrity stuff. Can Leo dance? Oh, we were talking about Leo DiCaprio, not the Leo. Oh, hi. Intentionally, you have us dying, Josh. Josh is hilarious. I miss you. We were talking about Leo DiCaprio. However, we will absolutely jump into the Leo of fire. We love Leo. But have you seen Leo DiCaprio out there dancing, Josh? Inquiring minds want to know. Or has anybody? I'm sure. I'm just Josh, really? Really, Josh? Just an observant person having everybody cracking up. Use Love Light and Milk by Draper Mathis. So I'll drop them again, huh? I will drop it again because I love it. I love the whole thing. It's so good. So yeah, we were talking about Leo DeCap. Maybe someday this will go out in cyberspace, and by happenstance, he will come across me talking about him dancing, and maybe by happenstance, because I can cut a rug too, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, that crazy girl, what is she? Priestess mother? Who does she think she is? Bring her to the club one night. I don't want to stay past a certain time because I don't know what they do. I'm not down with that. But I do like to dance. I do like to cut a rug. That's all I'm saying. And if I get that invite, I'm going. Okay. No cameras. I'm going and I will come back and tell you about my experience cutting a rug. But I can only do well, it depends on the DJ. I can do a good 3 hours. Like if the music is good, good. But if if they keep cutting in and out, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna know that I gotta go home. I'm tired and going to bed. Use them for all different things. Absolutely. Absolutely. So the hilarious thing is I wanted to start off with a card, but look, Tiffany, you started it. I forgot what happened. And LaShante, you guys started it. And then we got into Leo DiCaprio. And I love me some Leo. But I am going to get into this card right now. This is a Angels and Ancestors. Angels and Ancestors. Okay, so let's talk about this really quick. Today, I learned the pronunciation of our portal that is coming. So October 31st, October 30th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st, around there, right? It's this holiday they call Halloween, which is great for now. Prior to Halloween, like thousands of years before Halloween came into existence, there is a day, a period. It's not really a day, but it's a period called oh my gosh, it's spelled Samhain, but you don't pronounce it Samhain. You pronounce it like Sawan. Sawan. And it's a different word. I learned it today from Trisha. I never knew how to pronounce it, but now I know and I forgot it. Sawan? Sahawan? Saywan? Anyways, That is just right. The veil is a little thinner, and we have a transfer, a things happen right between dimensions. So I want to mention, and how did I forget the pronounce? I should have written it down. I can Google it. Anyways, so it's a really important day and it's celebrated all over the world. Not everybody celebrates Halloween, but they do celebrate this veil being lifted between dimensions. So it's a little easier to travel. And we're going to be going through these too. I've mentioned them before, but I know I pronounce them all wrong, all jacked up from what I know now. So, saying that, this is our last quarter, right? October's almost over. So, we have November and December 20th. Until then, to get that energy going, to get the intentions going that we want to lead us into 2025. I have big things happening in 2025. I do. I have a lot coming up, and I want that energy to continue to go through to 2025, and I hope you do too. We can be in this together holding hands. We can. But let us see what this card. You're so beautiful. Mountains. All right, this is for somebody. This is the mountains, and it says, stand your ground. And I love this picture. So it's the mountains above and below, right? As above, so below. Because there are mountains that go below. And you know who lives there? Frodo. Frodo and his friends and family. Frodo from The Hobbit. Baggins. The Lord of the Rings. Mountain. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, okay, mountains 128. Stand your ground. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wide. No, before we even go on, hold firm to what you believe in or what you're focusing on because it is absolutely right. You know I don't plan this stuff, right? What did I just say? Make sure your intentions, make sure you got your stuff together for this 2025 year. Because it's happening, even emotionally. Let me read this card and I'm going to go into it. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans and seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, unshakable, and so they offer spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the great mother, earth, and reaches high to the great father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Nice. Who's trying to shake you? You stand your ground, unless they have good reason. But I read something. Um, I don't know, but it kind of reminded me today. I'm sure. There you go, Sa-Win. Sa-Win. Thank you so much. Sa-Win is how you pronounce Sam Hain. But Sa-Win is on its way. You are very welcome. So today in a meeting, someone mentioned something about there possibly being layoffs coming, which they've already had a couple. They've actually eliminated a couple of departments, and I think it brought a little fear into the meeting, which we never want. However, I had to kind of jump in as Alexis and let them know that whatever's going to happen is going to happen regardless, especially things that are out of our control. We are a capitalist society. The money is number one, right? Where the money resides. And we humans are the most expensive cost of a company. We cost a lot. Not only pay, but they're paying for other stuff. So of course, get rid of us. Then we also talked about AI taking over. Yeah, it can. But that's not the point. They're going to get rid of us. Where I had to go with this was the worry part of it. Well, don't focus on it and don't worry about it and don't be in a bad mood. If we already have the hey, this may happen, then what do? Start interviewing. Start hustling. Do whatever you got to do. But think of, okay, at least we got some people, a lot of people, majority of people don't even get that. And don't even get the hey, this is about to happen. Right. Wow. Okay. Getting to this. Cheryl says, thank you. This is a confirmation for me. No doubt, of course. Sir says, aho. When we say aho, it's a confirmation, an agreement, a different word for maybe like, yeah, that's what it is. It's a Native American term. I love it. I use it. Aho. Josh says, this is ironic. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Okay. I was supposed to start a new journey and leave my current one, but I decided to stay and weigh it out. Josh, let me tell you, that is kind of where I am ish. But I tell you, 2025 has stuff in store. Absolutely. Tiff says my man has been laid off. Yeah, every winter he gets laid off. Right. So it happens. And then we have to think of the economy. It's garbage. People ain't going to buy 2x4s unless it's necessary. Or airline tickets. Or, well, people are spending a lot of money for weaves and nails. Speaking of nails. Hey, konnichiwa. Lil says konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. I wish I knew more Japanese. My nails are Temu. Temu, they were probably, I don't know, 99 cents, 78 cents. And then I put some more diamonds on it because I am going to be a round the way girl. That probably, like, all these diamonds total cost less than a penny. And I glued these nails on so they are staying. They've been on for almost a week and they are not budging. I don't spend money, okay? But guess what, everybody? I'm gonna get some tooth jewelry because I can't buy the cheap gold tooth because my teeth are small, they're too little. But I am about to put some jewelry on my teeth. Okay. Getting back in. So, yes, the message was in this meeting, calm down. People are starting to, well, we may not. No, let's focus on right now, but also focus on what do I need to do in this moment to sustain me. You understand? In this moment, what do I need to do? Now, oh my God, I'm not going to have a job in 3 months. What am I going to do? You better figure it out now. Get your little, get hustling. I have so many things that I want to say, but they're so inappropriate in regards to a hustle. I mean, look, you got time. Some folks have time to get their resumes together. You have time to interview, go for it. If you want to stay with the company, great. If you don't, great. Whatever the case, do it. Some are branching into their own ventures, because this is the time for it and to use this energy to, and I'm not saying this is for everybody because it is a lot of work. And some folks are tired where they would rather just be told everything to do, right? Turn left, turn right, go straight, bend down, bend over, come back up, take this, take that, right? If that's not you, then go ahead. Or take that time to meditate, to go inward. Well, what do I really want to do? Do you know how many people started their businesses during the pandemic with selling pizzas out of their house, selling apple pies, selling cookies, selling water? Like, everybody, and these people now have brick and mortars. It is crazy. And I think of that too. Well, Lex, you can do the same thing. That's right. I can do the same thing. And I absolutely am doing that same thing because I just never know. And the one thing that I make sure is that my daughter is taken care of. That's it. We are, what do the kids say? Wait, I was told today Gucci, they don't use Gucci anymore. Like, we Gucci. I said, I'm an old lady for that, so I'm not going to use that word anymore. But we're good. We're good. We are good. Which brings me to, I want to know, right. Yeah, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in. I want to know, and I want you to think about this. You don't have to necessarily answer, but it's just some thought, Candy. How many days in your life can you look back and say, that was a great day? How many days can you, they were good days? When you think of a memory or hear a song or eat some food, watch a movie, what type of memories does it bring back? And I'm going somewhere with this. When it is our time, right? When our destiny hits, when fate hits, when it is time for us to cross the veil, how can you look back at your life? Is it going to be a life full of, gosh, I really didn't have that many good days? Life sucked. Or constantly in a state of suffrage. Hopefully, I use that word properly. Suffering. Every day is a suffer. I am struggling, suffering. I can't. God forbid you live until you're 96 years old. And then you look back on every day of those 96 years and find out, what was the point of you even living if maybe you only enjoy 10% of that, 20%? Imagine being 96 years old and looking back like, I have no regrets. Yeah, I YOLO'd. I only lived once and I lived. I did that. I enjoyed the ride. Now, not every curve and hill and of life is bomb, is good, is happy. But when you look back and you see those dips and curves and dangerous places and places you never thought that maybe you would survive, you can say, oh my God, I get it now. I get it. I get it. It was for a reason. Actually, because of that, I didn't do da. Because of that, I actually got really stronger. I'm actually thankful that this happened, that dip it low happened, right? So it's just a thought. And in a way, this is preparation for the year 2025. How do you want to live? Today I had oh, yes. Today, yesterday I was listening to communication, a TED talk on communication. And I was really going to talk about the different forms of communication. So, they say there's 4 kinds of communication: assertive, aggressive, passive aggressive, and passive, I believe. So y'all know passive. No. Passive aggressive. Well, I sure am hungry. Or, well, boy, I got to do all this myself instead of asking for help. Then you have the aggressive, which I'm going to have to be aggressive for my roundaway thing. And then you have your assertive, which is, I am here, my name is Alexis, or you just say no type thing. I think, though, there's so many different types of communication other than those 4, right? There's strategic communication. There's communication to control. There's communication to prove, right? So when you're trying to just constantly prove a point and you're right and you're right and you're right, that's a type of communication. There's the political communication. I've been called a politician by the way I communicate because I'm confident. However, sometimes answers can go either way. Like, hey, um, is it true that the aliens are coming down tomorrow? Well, the political answer is, um, well, we do know that there's, other life in the universe, and if they do come down, we hope to make contact. Right? It's well, that's political. Politicians use that same talk, right? You gonna do something about healthcare? What we'd like to do is no real definitive answer. So with that communication, we can, let me say this. When you look back at your life, and you can do this today, it doesn't have to be when you're 96 or 126. And I'm telling you, we're living longer. So there is a possibility that everybody here that is listening to this can live to 126. Okay. This is like real stuff. There are so many people that are in their hundreds right now. But when you're there, or you don't have to be there today, see, well, how do I communicate? What is my communication style? How do I work best being communicated with? Some people need that aggressive communication. I've had people tell me, look, no, you need to be aggressive with me. But I'm not aggressive. Some people want that passive aggressiveness. They do. The older I get, I don't like it. And I am trying to eliminate it because I can be passive aggressive sometimes. I want to eliminate it. It doesn't make sense. And I'm going to tell you, my daughter, one, and teaching English really teach me that not everybody understands that passive aggressiveness. You understand? It's not like, and that passive aggressiveness tone is out of trauma. Really is, because you don't want to upset anyone by saying directly, or no, you really don't want, say, rejection or what is that, not acceptance, but the oh my gosh, rejection, or the other one where you're, anyways. So that's why it's the, instead of, hey, can I have some help, that person may say no instead. So now I'm the victim. Oh, this is so heavy, gosh, I wish somebody would help me. Why don't you just ask for help? And then don't take it personal if they say no. Let us look here. Let us look. Hey. And says, I speak with intention and consider the language I utilize in every situation so that my stance is clear and holds the power of which I need to communicate. Now, for others to understand that just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm being aggressive. Ooh, because a man saying the same thing wouldn't be received the way I have often been received. And if you only knew the conversation we had earlier about the masculine and feminine, and I want to say the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Some real stuff right there. It is absolutely real. And 100%. And there's something to that, this patriarch system and that we have, and it's things are things are changing. Things are definitely changing. Sorry, it's okay. It's all right. You're fine. Hey, Nanda. Totally get it. Yeah. I try to, let me get the, I try to accept passive aggression as a safety maneuver from others. Yes, and it's my responsibility to work with that. And yes, 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 yes. That is the part of spirituality, accepting people where they are. Again, it doesn't mean you have to take abuse. It doesn't mean you have to take disrespect. It doesn't mean any of that. What it means is I choose to accept you from a distance. I don't have to speak with you. I don't have to deal with you. We don't have to be lovers. We don't have to be partners. We don't have to be anything, but I see you because you're here and you're human. And your traumas, as we all have trauma, have made you the way you are today, right? The majority of us do things and it's to protect us. Even passive aggressiveness is the protection of not being rejected, being accepted. We want to be accepted. Even the aggression, right? It's the like the foundation of all of this is really just to protect ourselves, because we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be told no. We don't want the rejection. Right? When we get to the place where, right, it's always okay, now I see it. I'm acknowledging it. Oh my God, right? The realization. Then the acknowledgement. Dad, I really da-da-da-da-da. Now we can work from it and get to a place, like Anne said, where we can recognize it in someone else and work with them. And remember, it is always our choice. Sometimes that works a little different, right? But with family, with friends, out in the streets, the community, wherever, it is our choice whether we want to deal with that or not. Sarcasm. Yes, things are changing 100%. Sarcasm is something else that I really don't like it either. And I will tell you a little history on sarcasm. So back when, right, we had really, really, really poor people. Not saying that people aren't poor now, but I'm talking about like, the people in the Appalachians, slaves, like that type. You got your people in Maine that were, they are just maybe under educated people would be talked about. Right. So you have these educated, rich folks who would talk about the less privileged. Right. Because that's what happens. That was what was created, that hierarchy or whatever. So the less fortunate folks, to feel good about themselves, turned it into a joke or a or a, to make them feel better. Well, hundreds of years later, now we're at this place where it's actually sometimes can be really mean. And not everybody understands sarcasm. Sarcasm can be different per person, per region, per how someone was raised, what country they come from. And folks on the spectrum have an extremely difficult time with sarcasm because it doesn't exist in their world. It is this, like if they don't like it, I just don't like it. Not a sarcastic way of saying, I don't like it, like, yeah, you look good or whatever. No, it just is what it is. And I am changing. I am working on my own because I can be sarcastic, but I don't like to be. I like to be funny. You know what I mean? We could joke, but that sarcasm only works with a certain type of folk. And again, my daughter, I can't be sarcastic with her. I can tell her like a joke, and she probably won't get it unless I explain it to her. And even then, she'll start thinking about something else, rainbows and sunshine, or getting something to drink or something, right? But yeah, it's very different here. And then you go over the pond in England, their sarcasm is totally different too. I wasn't brought up with it. Yeah. I find myself choosing to give others way more grace than I give myself. Stop right there, Ann. What are we going to do? So I'm going to start working on treating myself to the kindness I could afford others. Give yourself grace. Period. Give yourself grace. We all need to give ourselves grace. Part of that grace is accountability as well. You understand that? Part of that grace is the responsibility to as well. So giving yourself the grace to take accountability. I am taking accountability that I haven't made my daughter's lunch for school tomorrow. The grace that I'm going to give myself, though, is I'm doing this live and I'll get to it when I'm done. It's cool. It's fine. Right? That's a simple thing. But the reality is, I didn't do it. I haven't done it yet. Sound like somebody fell. So give yourself that grace. And it's hard because we are our worst critics. We are our biggest skeptics. We are so hard on ourselves. And where does that come from? We are so hard on ourselves. And when you find yourself in that mental space of not being good enough, not being accepted, not, being the best, those are the times when you give yourself grace. Take a breath. So, how do we give ourselves grace? Take a breath. First of all, acknowledge the thoughts that are going on in your mind. I have them. I work on it. I don't feel bad anymore. I used to feel really bad when I would mess up or whatever. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's a mistake. It's my first time, right? So when those thoughts are going on, give yourself that time, that space, and honor that energy to breathe. Just take a breath. Like, Alexis, stop. Stop those thoughts. Just stop. Hold on. What are you doing right now? Slap myself. Okay, I'm here. I'm present here. Good. Now I'm going to take a breath. Feel that breath going in your lungs. Sometimes are you really that bad? No. Sometimes it's good to check yourself. Recently, I had there was a conversation that was kind of brought up that I may not be doing that much. Like, I'm not really doing anything. And I had to check myself because the thoughts came, and those thoughts can be really intrusive. When somebody says something to you, it's like a snap. Boop. Brrr. So that happened. So my thoughts immediately went to, am I really not doing anything right now? Am I really not busy? And to myself, I didn't have to prove this to anyone. I started going through the list of everything that I literally am doing right now that is on my plate. And it amounted to about 7 things, different positions that I've taken, different, projects I'm working on that I'm getting recertified to teach English, all of this stuff. And I kept it to myself because that's all I needed. So then okay, I don't know where they were coming from, but this is what I do know. I'm busy. So sometimes you can do that. Take, be your cheerleader too. Be your cheerleader. Not everybody's going to cheer for you. And if they don't want to cheer for you, I really want to say F them, but I'm going to say just turn the other way. You could still be a cheerleader for them if you want. Cool. right? That's the Christian thing to do, the godly thing. But the reality is, do you even feel like cheering for someone that's not cheering for you? And if you don't feel like it, then don't do it. You be your own cheerleader. Yes, until recently. Wait. Found myself. Someone on the spectrum, I always feel like, oh, here we go. I verbalize that I understand someone's sarcasm, but then the other person always doubles down and that it's a joke. And I'm just like, I know, but it's just not funny. Yes. Sir, let me know until recently. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Perception is evil. What others see is none of my business. Say, listen. What other people think about me is none of my business. It's none of my business. That's why I am here every Thursday with my rainbow makeup, rose in my hair that I completely forgot about. Actually, I was doing laundry and I saw it. And you know how you're doing laundry, you see something, you put it in your pocket, or you find something. Well, I saw this. I was like, oh, I don't, want it to mess up. So I put it here, forgot about it, and now it's still here. So, yes, it is none of my business. And it's so difficult when people just put themselves in your business. You don't ask them for anything, but they're going to give it to you. So that's when you kind of look and you laugh, or I do a blink, like, or you just walk away. Okay, I'm done. That's me. So, anyways, yes, folks, yes. Thanks, Ann. Yes. Oh no, and I'm here every Thursday around 7ish. Around 7:30ish, let's say that. I try to be on. Not I try to be. I am every Thursday, and I'm making some moves soon, probably the end of this year, because it's time for me to level up too. I've been doing this, but it's time for me to level up. What does Sierra say? Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. It is time for me to level up too. So I am going to close, with a card. A whole bunch of cards fell out, but guess what? The first one, Eagle. I know you can do. Thanks, Ann. Yes, I am here. Ooh. Right. Right. So we want to release the fear. You need to take that step. We want to release the fear. And there are steps to releasing the fear, right? People say, just release the fear. Well, how do I release the fear? Right? Those steps. Hey, Sin. Those steps, there are steps to do that. And the first step that I will tell anyone, someone's knocking at my door. The first step that I will tell anyone is to just acknowledge that you're in the present moment. Literally, if that means slapping yourself, pinching yourself, slapping yourself across the face, pulling your hair. No, normally, pain will bring you back into the moment. Can't bite that. Pain will bring you back to the moment. Laughter will also. So you want to make sure that you're present. Sometimes our fears are things that happen are from memories that are from our past or trauma. And we're not there. We don't mentally want to go back to those places or start thinking of the future, and that anxiety kicks in. We want to be in the moment. So when you feel yourself in those doubtful places, literally slap yourself. Somebody's going to be like, what? Come here, baby. Come here. AG, come here. Sometimes when I have to get her and back to me, because she will lose focus. Come here, baby. Come here. I'll splash water in her face. And it brings her back, right? Okay, go back over there. So splash water in your face. Bring yourself, dip your face into some cold water, whatever it takes. Go outside, let the sun hit you. If you have no sun, let the snow hit you. If you have no snow or sun, let the rain hit you. If you have none of that, like I'm going to tell you, it has been just gorgeous these past few weeks in Georgia. Absolutely beautiful. But just ground yourself. Do something to bring yourself back to that moment. Right, right. Bring yourself back to that moment. Know that you are alive, that you're present, and that you're in this very moment. Everything in the past is gone in this very moment. Nothing in the future has happened. So let it go. Be here. Be one. Take some breaths, right? Focus on your breathing. Focus on something else that will get you from outside of thinking anything else. Then once you're there, ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself some questions. What am I really afraid of? So if you come up with an answer like, and I'm just using this as an example, I'm afraid of the boogeyman. Well, is it the real boogeyman or is it fear of the unknown? Right? You can keep dialing down the answer to get to the bottom line. Well, what is, oh my God, it's the fear of the unknown. It's really not the boogeyman. I don't even know who the boogeyman is. But I don't know who the boogeyman is. So in reality, I'm scared of the unknown. And then you can go the other way up, right? Once you deduct it down, then you start working your way back up. But that's what you want to do. So I have a card, the Eagle card. Oh,
Are you in it?
Right. I am. I am alive right now. Look, she just made me say I am alive right now. This is the Eagle card, and did I start with this? It says, leave that there. See from a higher perspective. I don't know if I said that on here to always. Oh, I did. Step back and observe. I actually always say that, so it's nothing really new. But you want to step back and observe. That is another great way to find out. That's Ginger. Um, step back and observe. And step back and observe. You probably did know, right? And sometimes what happens is you will know, you will get the answer, and then you doubt yourself. Things come in like, nah. Well, maybe I don't know. You know. You know. Awesome. Josh, that's my only way of movement to get by. Wow. Jenny says, higher perspective. That's my focus these last couple of weeks. Love it. Cheryl, I needed to see you tonight. Thanks for being you. No, thank you. And like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. I'm just going to read this Eagle, which is see from a higher perspective. The message is look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. I just talked about this. Like exactly looking with an eagle. And I think it was with Sir. Something about an eagle. Wow. It literally said the exact same thing. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide, who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. I'm going to pause. Sometimes we want to react, right? Which is a form of action immediately, instead of taking a step back, looking at the situation for what it is. And even if you can't see everything that it is, you can see something a little better from a different angle, right? And then respond. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. Us having to prove ourselves, that is ego, straight ego. Because guess what? The truth needs nothing but time. The truth never needs to be proven, right? Doesn't need anybody to prove this. I'm this is that. No, just needs time. Truth always is revealed. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation, common needs, or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. I'm going to read that again. If you have intentions that are not for the highest good, it will only hold you back. So maybe I'll do a session on that, or a few sessions on, well, what does that mean? What is the highest good? Because some people don't understand what that really means because they've never been taught. If one has only been in an atmosphere of fighting and arguing, they may think that someone's highest good is slapping them, right? That comedian, she talked about her mom, Miss Pat. Her mom told her when she was younger, the only way a man loves you is he's gonna beat you. That's it. And she got shot twice in her head. And she stayed with that man because that's what she learned. So when that is what you're learning, that is what is all around you, it's all you know. But is that for your highest good? So if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. Aho. Aho. Yes. Aho. So higher perspective. Yes. And Jen, you're absolutely right. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Absolutely. Just take a step back. Take a step back. Before I leave, I want you all to see my intro again. Dag nabbit. I'm playing it. More fire, more fire. This is one intro. I know it's fire. And what do I have? Oh, so I do have an outro that when I end the stream, it plays automatically. It's just amazing what I've learned over this last week. However, I am here, everyone. I am here for you. I am here for everyone. I am here for you. I am available. I have some specials
It fit.
coming
Excuse me.
up. This little girl, I swear. You got to give me a minute. Sit right there. Sit right there. Sit down in that white chair. Sit back. Yes. So I have some things coming up. I am available for readings, of course. And I am on the Light Shine Lab. I will say, I just don't know how much longer I'll be on the Light Shine Lab. And not saying that I won't be doing readings anymore, but I'll just be shifting over for a different vision and a different perspective, right? Talking about perspective and looking at things. So, and there's nothing crazy happen. It's just, it's my time. That's all. However, I love you so very much. I love you so very much. I'm gonna splash water on you. I sure am. Hands up. Thank you. Keep them up. Oh, she's so funny. Okay. I love you all. You can always contact me. I am here to do readings. We can have conversation. I'm in this. I am in this, and we got some things coming up. Okay. I love you so much. Actually, I'm gonna put a poll out. I gotta figure out how to do a poll because I don't know how, but I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna ask a question to see. I don't want to ask it now because I can't come back to check the comment. I mean, I can, but I can't too much. I'm gonna do a poll sometime this week to see what we want to do. Okay. I love you. Bye. I will. Bye. Stay for the